So I'll run around in a circle until you can see me.
That's easy.
Oh, I should probably actually put equipment on. Sorry about the noise, by the way. The dog's playing with his bottle. 1 to 6. Oh. Ah, land. Or if you go 1 to 8.
I take from the rich and take from
No,
the poor.
no, it's all single player.
It's my way of supporting equality. Precisely.
It's great that way. I don't have to deal with other people. So, you might have seen me start this area. It's an RPG. Because remember, it's basically D&D. I know Pathfinder itself is also
Always watch
a
your back.
tabletop. But
I do things.
I know you.
my
I was in that
way.
party, dude. That was where we first met, if you recall.
Shh.
Well, I mean, as you saw in the last one, it showed you
Careful
about the
now.
dice and everything.
Do
like
not
that.
fear. Do not waver.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I don't do voices or anything. I know Dan
Everything
does.
has a price.
I don't.
That's easy.
You know, I feel kind of weird doing it, but
I
think that
helpful.
comes with confidence as
not?
you get used to playing it.
Precisely.
Yeah, I don't have that, you know? Like I said, I don't do the voices and stuff like that.
What's that glitter?
Ah, here we go. Look. So, trap.
Always watch your back.
Oh, you're breaking
I
up a fair
hope
bit
you
there, dude.
appreciate this.
Oh. Okay.
Shh.
We are the light.
I come.
They
Spirits
are the
demand your
darkness.
blood.
I'm better at the right
Now
side.
what is that?
I always have the upper hand.
Alright, let's get this.
Careful now.
This one. So,
Can't
when
hide
it
from
glows
me.
purple, it means that I'm using perception to find something.
I am helpful, am I not?
Whereas, like, nope. So, stuff, as you can see, will
That's
automatically
easy.
be yellow.
What
Right,
do
so
we have
so you see
here?
that just pinged up purple. And then it turns yellow to say that it's there. But like, so for example,
Precisely.
when I've killed somebody, there you go. So that
Time
little
to rob
chest in
them
the corner,
of their treasures.
you saw it just light up yellow. It means that I don't need any particular perception to see it. Whereas the purple means that I've had to use my perception skill to find it. Here we go. Hovlan. His name is Hovlan. Did you know him? There you go. You let me know when you've read that, dude. I'm taking a drink. Like I said, this game has a lot of reading. Seems like this shield maze of yours is crawling with cultists. How did they get here? Oh dear, this is my first time here too. Maybe they fell down here the same way you did. Shrugs quickly and looks away. Wenduag comes here all the time. I'd ask her about it if she were here. Come to think of it, where is she? So if you remember, Wenduag wandered off. You know, she threw a hissy fit because we showed off the that sword to their chief. She didn't want us to, if you remember. Because remember I said I didn't like her, and Dan said, oh, I didn't like Camellia either. So, there is reasons. Aside from the obvious, they're just horrible people. And there, I was hoping we'd be meaner things down here. I mean, we still are.
I
Killing
am
the rest of them.
helpful. Am I not?
Always watch your back.
Right, where am I going? I think we'll go south first.
If there's gold, it's mine.
So when it pauses like that, it means there's a trap. Because I have my settings done that way. As you can see, that little red line coming from the trap. So I followed that to find out where the mechanism is.
I hope you
Careful
appreciate
now.
this.
And then they have to pass their skill check. to
Save the
see
last
if
one for me.
They can disarm it.
Into the fray!
So it's not an automatic they will disarm. They have to pass the skill check.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
I will not be trifled with.
Because again, it's all based on dice rolls. No. Yeah, Dan said he's going to buy it when he gets the monies for it. He said it's
That's
like
easy.
$45. Probably only a little bit.
I am helpful.
Yeah.
Am I not?
Well, no, because I think it was about
Precisely.
£45 for me. So it might be 45 for you as well. No, I know that. If it was
always
45
watch
for
your
me,
back.
but also 45 for Dan, they might have just put a blanket 45.
Heartbeat quickens.
No, it's not about my currency. Because £45 will not be paid for $45.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
That's what I mean. Oh yeah, Dan figured out how to do that, didn't they?
Do not fear! Do not
You won't
waver!
survive me.
Okay. Oh yeah, you were telling
I
me.
do things my way. Careful now.
Yeah.
They dare threaten
Yeah.
me.
You are today's sacrifice.
Come on, kill him. So you can actually turn this into a turn-based
Stay on your toes. That's easy.
fighting style. I just prefer the freedom style, I guess. It's in settings. Yeah. Oh, I don't really want to use the
Precisely.
turn-based. No. Yeah, you just go in settings and let's see. I believe it's all the way down the bottom. Pause. There you go. Enable turn-based mode.
I always have the upper hand.
Tried it once, because I thought, right, let's give it a try.
What do we
Not
Always
fun.
watch your back.
I am helpful. Am I not?
They should have known better.
The inheritor, guide my blade!
I mean, actual D&D is a turn-based game.
Everything has a price. What's that glitter? Careful now.
I found something.
I found something.
Did we find trouble? No, they did.
Kingmaker is the first one.
I will not be trifled with.
This one is Wrath of the Righteous.
That's easy.
Yeah, they're both on PC. They've only just ported it over to console.
Precisely.
Did we step on their toes as well?
The world in crimson!
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Burning myself a little bit with my hot water bottle.
I hope you appreciate this. I am helpful, am I not?
Always watch your back.
Am I not?
All three of them. Same as for the Kingmaker. Right, so I've done all down there. So we're heading back up here. And yeah, you'll see me using the map like this a fair bit. Because it just seems to move them quicker. That may or may not be true, but it feels like it does.
I am helpful, am I not?
I have it
me
set
draw the
in
first
settings
blood.
so that when they see an enemy, they pause the game. So I can see them.
I do things my
That's my
way.
girl. Remember, she's a Dampier.
That's easy.
She can't heal through normal healing. She needs
If
inflict
there's
pain.
gold, it's mine.
Well, it's inflict moderate wounds.
Precisely.
But I don't have that spell just yet. Stop moving.
I hope you appreciate this.
Always watch your back.
Gotta rob everything. So they do have an encumbrance thing here as well. I'm sure I missed a door just a minute ago. There it is.
Careful now.
On my settings I've got it set that sort of
We are the light. They are
encumbrance
the
doesn't
darkness.
affect me. You can turn it on if you really want to go
Done
slow.
with you.
Stay on your toes. That's easy.
So let's go back in here. So that's another bonus to this. Right, so when you use the map, right? So you can't actually see it because the people are in the way. So I'll move it here. See that little bag? That shows you where loot is. So, at the moment, there you go. So I'm heavy at the moment. So all the way down the bottom there, it says like 825. But you can still gather more than that. Yeah. This is...
I always have the upper hand.
Yet another
Precisely.
obstacle.
I mean, it says it does, but I don't notice any difference. Like, I guess it affects the rolls more than anything.
I will not be trifled with. Always watch
Like,
your
chances
back.
are we will reach that. Like, the over-encumbrance, so you'll be able to see then.
Now what is that?
Alright. She should have moved, careful. No, she was meant to head to that trap button to disarm it. Yeah, and she
Save the last one for
The
me.
light.
She walked
Take
on the trap.
you.
Everything has
Where
a
she would have
price.
walked around it. Oh, they managed to summon a demon. So, alright then. Where's the demon?
Careful now.
There's a key. So by watching this as well, I can see if any loot shows up.
What's that there?
Nice and simple. Click and
That's
move.
easy.
Over there. There.
I am helpful.
Precisely.
Am
No,
I not?
I'm moving them on here now with it. With the joystick.
Time to rob them of their
On
treasures.
the map, you just move your joystick to show, like, to move the cursor. Click A and that's where they trot.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
Ah.
Always watch your back.
Oh, yep. No, I don't. I'm gonna rob them.
Shh.
Yeah, I don't know
Did
why
we
they
find
come on
trouble?
shh and
No, they did.
it's annoying after.
Stay on your toes. Careful now.
Creature is now loose. Awesome. So you said
I
she
am
picks a lock and
helpful.
everything.
Am I not?
So yeah, so you can see me moving my cursor. So I want him to go here. Oh, they can't yet because they got to open the door. So, there we go. So just move there.
That's easy. They
Yeah,
dare
they couldn't go
threaten
into that
me.
room because they haven't opened the door yet. But it also helps because if you see loot and you can't figure out how to get to it,
I do things my way.
you can just click it on the map and
Precisely.
the characters will automatically find the way. But also what I've learnt recently. So say something's out of reach, like up
Always
high
watch
on
your
here,
back.
and obviously your character can't get there. So you just press left on your D-pad, and it brings up the cursor. And so like I can go over here and click that.
Shh.
Because I
I
mean,
hope you
this way that I'm
appreciate
using
this.
now is just like any other game. You go up to a box, you click A. You know. But if you're
Careful now.
That's what I mean. But if you're
I am helpful.
like I said, if
Am I
something's a bit
not?
out of reach. That's what I mean. But if you're playing it yourself,
That's
you can take as
easy.
long as you want to.
They will break against
Cover
our
me.
resolve.
Endure
A
this!
terrible mistake.
See, oh, there. So if you see a lot of people, they've got red on them.
I will
Means
not
they're
be trifled
over-encumbered.
with.
So we can still run. Yeah. And we can still pick
Precisely.
stuff up. No, this is normal. Because this is like without the. This is where the over encumbrance doesn't affect me. Remember I said it's in the
Always
setting.
watch your back.
We are the light. They are the darkness.
Eh.
I always have the upper hand. Shh.
Oh, I remember this. I'm trying to remember what the frickin'. Yeah. So, in all the random rooms, there have been on the walls like the colours and stuff.
Careful now.
I'm just trying to remember what order they go in. No, I don't use YouTube for that. No, I don't want that. Yeah, that procession works. Yeah, we'll use that.
That's
There you go, just
easy.
change the formation. So now our main girl is in front. Let me save, just in case it dashboards me.
Hesitation is a waste of time.
So this is where the cursor will also come in handy. See? Brain fart. I think it was like... So I remember one of these were a dud colour. Like they put it there just for giggles. Frick. Nope. We just can't proceed. Yeah, some of them, if you fail... Yeah, some of them, if you fail, like, say, the athletic or mobility, you can take damage. Because you would have technically fallen. So if you're trying to do mobility or athletics on a rooftop, if you fail that, yeah, they consider it you've fallen off the roof. Frick. Sorry, so I got a bit distracted there. I was trying to remember what the... Right, because I know one of them you do twice. Hello. Yeah. Oh, there you go. So, yellow, blue, red, yellow. Yeah, the green was the dud. Doing over here. Radiance is sort of the great Yanio. That's what this is. What's so special about it? Okay. See, Camellia is a douchebag. She's like, you're empathizing with an object extraordinary. Are all paladins so tender-hearted and sensitive? Sorry, I just get the whole sarcasm from her there. I have no idea who Yaniel was. I thought Yaniel was a dude. I know Yaniel's an angel. Let's see. Are you a fan of hers or something? Let's keep going. We're totally gonna steal it.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Did we
Precisely.
pick it up? Right, let's check our inventory. Ooh. Well, our girl. Oh, there it is. Our girl at the moment is currently using rapiers. Yeah. Skinny sword. So there's Radiant. So, what's her face can use that? Eventually. You gotta unlock the proficiency. Let's get rid of that. See, so she can do 7 to 14 damage with that. I'm taking this off her though. Huh? Why is it unidentified?
Everything has a price.
Right, let's go.
Always watch
I mean, you
your
don't
back.
need to get that. Yeah, so we've cleared all that. I think we have the key now. So let's go. No. Because I can get rings that replace the need to put armor on her. So I think we must have picked up the key. There we go.
Shh.
Here you are, huddled together like a herd of animals, pitiful monsters, not human or demon. Even tieflings are less effective than you. I was tempted to be a tiefling this time round. But I don't know, I got a fondness for the Dampier. But I, your master, Savamalek, can make you better, stronger. I can satisfy your hunger, starvelings of the dark. Submit to me. No, thanks. No, we are the descendants of crusaders. Trusting a demon will be a betrayal of their memory. Smack. Well, who's the next descendant of crusaders who values old legends more than their life? Beasts, monsters, and human guys reveal your true nature. This is the sweet, wholesome flesh of a righteous Asima. Eat, underground crusaders. Eat the flesh of the crusader from above. Find your true strength. There you go, so they're turning cannibalistic. Yeah, honestly though, I wouldn't eat them. Get down, dog. You rush at the demon, but the air seems to grow thicker with every step. You feel like you're watching from underwater as you see the Mongols fall to their knees one after another and crawl to the Asimar's body. You hear their fangs tearing through the flesh, you hear the sloshing of blood, you hear the former Mongols snarl like animals, fighting over the most tender and juicy bits of meat. God, it makes them sound like they're eating a piece of pork. Companions driving at me, one clutches at their head. Another doubles over. You feel saliva pool in your mouth. The metallic tang awakens hunger in you. The hunger turns to rage. The winged filth dares to try to bind you to its will. It dares to tempt you with a sweet scent of meat untainted by corruption. The wretch must die. Die! So see, I can do either an angel myth or a demon. Mythic path, sorry. But I'm gonna use the angel. A sheer force of will, you master your rage, and almost in response, warmth suffuses you from within. Warmth and joy from a simple realization. You can win. You can save these people. The power of heaven bolsters and guides you. Its light breaks free, enveloping the Mongols, granting the gift of blissful oblivion. Lowering gaze, you see a scarlet stain on your chest. The wound has reopened, and instead of blood pouring forth, you see only radiant light. Didn't like that, did you, bro? Pussy! Wenduag, kill! Oh, look, there's our missing Wenduag. She's with the enemies.
They should have known better.
Let's
Into
not
the
go.
fray!
Did you see that?
I do things my way.
The heartbeat quickens.
Really, little
Stab their
savages.
backs. A terrible mistake.
Your performance is lacking. You are lacking. Make every strike count.
I will not
Yeah,
be
it does
trifled with.
damage.
Stay
Yeah,
on your
well.
toes.
Are you going to finish me off? It's not exactly unexpected.
What else are we supposed to do with you? You're not just a traitor, you're a monster. The young ones believed you, and you lured them to a demon and watched them eat human flesh.
I was trying to make them strong. What have you done for them? What were you doing while I was looking for ways to bring strength to our tribe? You're useless, Lan.
I led by example. I trained. I tried to become stronger so I could go to the surface and maybe do something worthwhile with my stupidly short life. And I will do it. I might be the one to bring our whole tribe to the surface. But you? Why would you want any power that turns you into a monster? These young guys and girls, they trusted you. And they were turned into mindless animals, ready to eat corpses at a demon's command.
I went through the same ritual as them, and I didn't become an animal. I conquered my anger. The anger that has been building and building in every one of us for decades. Unlike you, I have no intention of just lying down and politely accepting death. I will rise above all this, while you'll still be stuck with your pride,
Now you see why I don't like
chewing
it?
on rats.
See, if you sided with her and didn't show the light, right, she would have joined your party instead of Lan. Later on, you can then grab the other person.
It's gone. It was just there, and now it's gone. It's gotta be some kind of demonic trickery. You need to have a cleric look at that.
If she had been marked by the Abyss, do you think some nobody priests will be able to help? No, the demons have branded this uplander, and judging by the smell of the blood pouring from her chest, the demons will be able to find her wherever she goes. And they'll find you too, Lan. Better to serve a strong master than to eke out an existence in a dark hole with no hope. I am of the Neithers. Our lives are short, but we are hardier than humans. I realized a long time ago that I was capable of more than this life offered, and I follow whomever is the strongest.
I thought you were better than that. I thought you were proud of your heritage, but you're willing to crawl on your belly before anyone who's even a little bit stronger than you. You're not a mongrel. You're a cave slug. You have no understanding of the meaning of family or tribe.
Oh, so now you think you know everything about me. You're one of the best hunters in the tribe. It benefited me to ingratiate myself with you. So I acted in a way that pleased you. Savamelek is always in need of new servants. You'd make as good a servant as anyone else, and then... once you'd gone missing in the maze, not even the redoubtable Lan would have dared look for you.
But then why did you come with me to look for the sword?
So I could kill you quietly if you found it and stop you taking it to the village, you idiot. I would have told everyone that you got caught in a cave-in. But then the Uplanders showed up and I had to change my plans.
Bit of conniving, isn't she?
Yes. Hosilla found me in the caves. I was lost and hungry. And she offered me a choice. Die as a nobody, or live and gain the power to change everything. Savamelek tore off a piece of an Azimar priestess's thigh. A big, juicy piece. More meat than I'd ever received in the tribe. That was the first time I knew what it was like to be happy. To have a full belly. I swore to myself that it would always be that way. Then the madness and rage took over. I came very close to turning into an animal, no better than the weaklings you saw in the maze. But I am strong. I mastered myself. I brought myself under control. I fell so that I could rise again.
You should have chosen death. Dying's better than living like that.
You're saying I should have died that day, Lan. But then who would have listened to your feeble jokes? Who would have showed you the best caves for hunting? Who would have made you a man?
I would have been fine without all that. And without you. Your death will make the world a slightly better place, Wenduog.
It was simple. I lured those I deemed worthy into the maze. To the rest, I told stories of the horrors of the maze, making them stay away. It all hung in the balance when the cave walls shuttered, and many of the young ones decided that the time of their great exodus had come. I had no doubt that Hosilla would dispatch a dozen young Neeters easily. But what would become of the maze if all the tribes poured in? So when Lan ran off looking for the Angel's sword, I went after him. Not to help him, but to make sure that the sword never reached Neathholm. It's a pity that you got involved and stopped me from killing him. But then again, the evening gong has not yet been struck.
You sicken me.
Do you think I like looking at you, Uplander? I'll just wait till you're asleep, and then I'll slit your throat. No matter where you are.
Try it.
She's gone. But next time, she won't get away. Damn it, Wendu. Why'd you have to go and... Anyway, there's no point crying over spilt milk. Give me a couple of minutes. I'll bring the chief and the rest. I need to clear my head.
Yeah. How's the leg? Better than yesterday? Worse than the day before? Burn with holy flame.
Careful now.
They're all moaning and groaning.
That's easy.
While
What
the
went where?
survivors wander the dungeons, the battle on the surface rages on. The warriors of Canabras are trying to defend the Wardstone, but their strength is flagging. Their resistance is valiant, yet it will all be in vain if no one rises up to turn the tide.
Always watch your back.
That's her wife. Wifey.
By the goddess, Nevi, I'd almost lost all hope.
Everything's fine, Beth. I'm here. I'm here. This here is a new friend. She rounded up those of us who survived the fall and led us up to the surface. Without her, we'd never have made it out. Let me introduce you to my wife, Arabeth Tirabade, head of the Eagle Watch.
Until the army arrives, I'm the temporary warden of Canabras. And you're just in time. As you can see, we're in the middle of a battle. And thank you for getting Anevia out of there.
Where now?
The Grey Garrison. Until recently, it served as barracks for the Crusaders, but it's now been taken over by cultists. When the demons attacked the city, their main target was the Wardstone. I trust I don't have to explain to you what the Wardstone is and how important it is to the Crusaders. We must retake it at any cost, or the fall of Canabras will be the beginning of the end of the Crusades, and with them, the rest of the world. I see that you had a difficult journey to the surface. You need to rest. But there's a lot riding on this battle. I have no right to command you, but I'm asking you to help us. Very good. Report to me in full when we get back to the Defender's Heart. It's our temporary headquarters. Right now, the most dangerous cultists are here. The ones occupying the Grey Garrison. Most people in Canabras think that the children of the First Crusaders are simply a legend. Other people say that the day you emerge on the surface heralds the start of the end of the world. I'm not superstitious, but the situation is apocalyptic, all right. Having a living legend on our side can't hurt.
Come on, living legend? A walking folktale, maybe? I just need to make sure I don't turn into a running joke.
The city's gone. Most of the defenders, including the Dragon Terendelev, fell in the first few hours.
Wait,
The
we've been gone
civilians
for a
either
few
fled
hours?
or died in the chaos.
Oh wait, I think we slept for
The
a day.
place is
didn't we?
overrun with cultists and demons.
Don't talk like that. Canabras hasn't fallen. Not while it still has defenders like you and me.
Sweet words don't change the grim truth.
No, she's right. Thank you, Knight. Until we no longer have the strength to hold a weapon, until Iomedae abandons us, we will fight for Canabras. The Wardstones are a gift of Iomedae. Created personally by her herald, a mighty angel, and a general of the celestial armies. The ward stones keep the world wound from expanding. They stand along the border of the territory controlled by the demons, creating a barrier to keep them inside. The Canabras obelisk was the first to be placed. It is the key to the whole barrier. We cannot leave it in the hands of those monsters from the abyss. The demons have long laid siege to Canabras, but this time, their lord Dascari appeared in the flesh. He ripped the ward stone from the ground and hurled it halfway across the city to here. I thought the stone was destroyed, but it seems all is not lost, yet. Dascari has gone, but the ward stone is surrounded by a horde of those creatures. What are they going to do to it? Nothing good, that's for certain.
But how did he do that? He's a demon! The wardstone should have burned his filthy hide!
It should have. But what happened, happened. We don't know why. That's the spirit! You, take Anavia to the rear. The rest of you with me!
That stupid locust.
He's muttering to himself over there.
I'm not prepared for this.
Lord Horgus Worm, forgive me. I did not realize we had civilians among us. My people will escort you somewhere safe. To the extent that anywhere in Canabras can be said to be safe right now.
Let's get rid of the civvies.
That's right. Fighting spirit is the one thing that we've got plenty of. Actual fighting power, that's not so great. Fighting know-how, even worse. But fighting spirit, at least we're rich in that.
For Ioma Day! For the Queen! Kill the beast!
Careful now.
Alrighty then, I guess we're going this way.
They will break against our resolve.
Okay.
I do things my way. Precisely.
I am helpful, am I not?
Always watch your back.
Oh, his poor buddy. Joe knows a sail switch, doesn't he?
Save the last one for me.
I always have the upper hand. Careful now. That's easy.
Everywhere is locked.
Precisely.
Boom. Sup, lady?
What's this? Do we have guests? Just in time. The place is a bit of a mess, and I haven't even poured the blood into the goblets yet. Why don't you... Oh! What an unexpected surprise! Staunton, my little sweetheart. Long time no see. I've missed you so much. Have you missed me? Admit it. You missed me terribly.
Minago. You again, you wench!
Minago, the one who... Be careful. She's one of the deadliest creatures in the whole demon horde. She was once responsible for a massacre in Canabras. She must be back to finish what she started.
Now I'm gonna go chaotic. Hey, demon woman, what's wrong with your face?
Oh, how rude. You're one to talk, mortal, with a face that even a mother would loathe. Staunton, sweetie. You're not going to let your friends speak to me like that, are you?
That wench? She's the one who led me astray. She's the reason my life has gone to the abyss. She's the reason why Drezen fell.
Oh my, like butter wouldn't melt. What I remember is how eagerly you would run to our trysts, how you begged to see me again, how you promised you'd do anything I asked. By your own free will, you said this. And now you claim that Drezen fell because of me. No, no, my dear. That was entirely your own doing.
I'll beat your lying lips into your filthy throat!
Now, Staunton, don't say things like that. Not about these lips, the ones you kissed so sweetly. Staunton, dearest, don't you love me anymore? Remember how good we were together? I was so hoping that we could patch things up.
I'll kill you!
Yep, we gonna go get her.
Time to rob them of their treasures.
Attack.
Stay on your toes. Always watch your back.
Oops, you may have like launched somebody down there. Right, so there you go, here's a mobility.
I am helpful. Am I not?
Thanks, Lynn.
You can read that.
Congratulations. You made it all the way here. This is it. Your precious wardstone. But what are you planning to do now, I could kill you where you stand, but wouldn't it be nice if you could die in battle like heroes? No. I want you to die in despair, scrabbling around like rats in the blighted ruins of your city, blind and broken, your flesh scabbed and seeping, and every moment knowing precisely what was done to you.
Sounds terrifying, except that's how we've been living for generations.
There isn't a soul that can resist the temptations of the abyss. Even a stone can be turned. I'm not joking. Your precious wardstone, weakened from the injury inflicted by Discari, has almost succumbed to my charms. Soon the whole barrier around the world wound, the gift of your useless goddess, will be a weapon of the abyss. Just a little more and boom. Every city with one of these eyesores stuck in the middle of it, from Canabras to Nerosian, will turn into smoking craters, and all the mortals into red sludge beneath our hooves. So you have a choice. Especially you, my pet. Kiss me on my dainty hoof, pledge your loyalty to Baphomet, and when the world falls, its ruins shall be yours. You've already forgotten me. You mortals have awfully short memories, even shorter than your little lives. Staunton, sweetums, don't you want to introduce me to your friends properly? No? Well, I'd better do it myself. I am Minago, Lily II and faithful servant of Baphomet, and leader of his armies. The city is mine now. I'm just starting to settle in, get things just how I like them. But once I'm finished, I promise you, the results will be simply to die for.
And it was such a charming little place until you sullied it with your presence. It had such lovely boulevards, quiet and shaded. You took those away from me, and I shan't forgive you for that.
They've done much worse things than spoil the promenades. All the people they've killed.
Yes, of course, you're right. I grieve for the common folk as well.
I'll let you read that.
Hey, No Eyes! Didn't you tell us that heaven had turned its back on us and no one would come to our aid? I'm done with this shit! I only followed this hoofed menace because I thought the Crusaders had it, and there was no other way to protect my family. But now I see that there is hope. I won't bow before these heinous idols ever again. If they kill me, at least I'll die a decent death.
Yes!
Yeah.
Return to our side, friends! Have courage! We will welcome you back, and heaven never abandoned you, no matter what this deceiver told you.
Turncoat, I'll cut out your heart.
We'll see how tough you really are. We let you frighten us once, but it won't happen again.
They dare threaten me?
I'll cut you wide open!
This is my chance to run!
Ah, girl, you just
I always have the upper hand.
I'm tired of playing around now. You want to know what will happen when I'm done with the Wardstone? Here's a little demonstration.
Iomedae is with us!
Yes. Keep telling yourself that.
I need a moment to recover.
may have lost a bit there.
Praise
one of the scripted
Iomedae,
ones
you
where we
woke
have
up.
to.
Healing your wounds was easy, but you were unconscious for so long, I was starting to worry we'd lost you. We couldn't stand up to the demoness. Her spells were too strong. It's all right. We'll handle it somehow. You blacked out, but Staunton and I managed to get you here to the Defender's Heart. It used to be a tavern, but now it's our headquarters. We're gathering our forces here, and we're preparing to strike back. Demons have been filling Canabras with their spies and infiltrators for a long time. Unfortunately, I don't have enough people to attack the place right now. At least not blindly. Bad, but not hopeless. We're constantly getting news, and new sources of resistance keep springing up in the districts where everyone seemed to be dead. The survivors are gathering here. You should see them. Their faces, their eyes burning with determination. The city is destroyed, but our resistance is not broken. We will keep fighting. You heard what the demon said. They're going to desecrate the Wardstone and blow up the whole barrier around the World Wound. That would be an even worse disaster than the World Wound's expansion before the Second Crusade. Not only Canabras, but every city with the Wardstone will be destroyed, including the capital. We can't allow that no matter what. We will retake it, even destroy it if we must. Iomede's gift must not become a weapon of the Abyss. First of all, we need to decide what to do with the stone once we get it. What I'm about to say is classified. A traveler came to the city recently. A blind elf calling himself the Storyteller. He insisted he be allowed to examine the Wardstone, and he raised the alarm when his study was finished. Even before the demon attack, he had found some damage or flaw in the stone. Prelate Hulrune dismissed his words as nonsense, borderline blasphemy. But between you and me, the prelate's opinion isn't worth much. I think the Storyteller knew what he was talking about. We could use his advice right now, if only we knew where he was. I remember the Storyteller spent a lot of time talking to Staunton, a dwarf from my unit. You saw him during the demon attack. The elf asked him about the history of the Crusades. Maybe the Storyteller told Staunton something about where we could find him if anything happened. There's another problem. After the attack, the demons began to gather their forces at the Grey Garrison. It'll be even harder to take them with a head-on assault. But I once heard soldiers talking about a secret entrance to the garrison. Trouble is, I have no idea where to look for it. While you explore the city, please keep your eyes open, in case you find something we can use. And one last thing.
Sounds fair.
The Eagle Watch has lost a lot of soldiers recently. Some were killed, but others simply haven't been seen since the attack. In the chaos that is now Canabras, it's next to impossible to confirm anything for sure. One of the missing fighters is Janna Aldori, a new recruit in the Watch. She got along well with Sela, and she often went drinking with her. I honestly thought Sela and Janna had died together. But now Sela's returned with you, and there's no sign of Janna. If you learn anything of her whereabouts when you're out in the city, please report back. The Wardstones are a gift of Iomade. Created personally by her May the goddess help you. We're still fighting, which means that Canabras still hasn't fallen. If you come across any groups in the city that can fight, send them here to the Defender's Heart. We'll need every fighter we can muster for the final assault. Yes, one more thing. If you're in the area, check out this address. It's our house. Mine and Inevia's. Well, it was our house. If the building is still standing, open the hidden compartment in the kitchen. It's filled with supplies for a rainy day. You can take whatever you find. You have more need of it.
Okay. This stuff is still unidentified. So I store all of my scribe slash potion ingredients. And I get rid of the first aid kits, I don't really need them. So just save them. Stuff that it says a merchant would pay well for, we don't really need. Then of course you got the ones that say about resting. It's stuff for making meals.
Always watch your back.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah. Welcome back, Dan.
I always have the upper hand.
Yeah, we've been talking this whole time.